What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are going to be jumping into Ghost Rider issue number 14. And what we have seen so far is Johnny and Talia Warroad. They have been tracking down a demonic entity, one that seems to be murdering its way across the United States. But they have soon come to learn that this entity is none other than Danny Ketch. And what we have learned about Danny is that he is now working with a government-backed group known as Infernal Labs. Their lead scientist, Dr. Dayu, she appears to be trying to weaponize Danny's spirit of corruption. In return, she is promising to set Danny free of his curse. But he doesn't realize that his life may be at risk. And so Johnny and Talia, they are rushing to find him before it is too late. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we are picking up at Infernal Labs 4 months ago, when all of this truly began. We have Danny that is hooked up to this machine, and while he goes through a lot of pain through these experiments, we see the spirit activated and turned on, over and over and over again. And we can see the true toll that this is taking on Danny, as they look over all the graphs and all the information that they are getting from the computers. They are slowly realizing that this collection process, it is going to be slow moving. At the rate that they are currently going, a full severance, this could take years to do. And this is when we are shown some kind of giant mech. And our doctor has lost so many years. We don't fully understand her backstory just of yet, but seeing this giant mech before us, we can only assume that whatever she is doing is up to no good. That's what takes us into present day, with Talia waking up Johnny. He has been out cold for 3 days ever since that giant surge in the last issue. When they were at the data center, they had been able to pinpoint the location of where Danny might be. A dark signal transmitted to and from Danny's helmet. But when Johnny did this, they also fired back at him. This caused him to go unconscious for 3 freaking days. Now he is just waking up, Talia telling him he should probably go take a shower. And in doing so, this is where we see that Talia goes ahead and she joins him, saying that what they're about to do could be the end of all of them. Telling him to move over, we might as well make our time count while we have it. As we hop over to Infernal Labs 3 months ago, we see that Danny is currently recuperating. These experiments have been taking a heavy toll on him. But this is where Danny also wants some answers. And they have been going through this process for so long, Danny just wants some answers. He wants to understand why the doctor is so stuck on trying to do all of this. And it's because of her brother. One day, her brother had gone into a bathroom. He found a man that was furiously washing his hands at the sink. Of course, this was no man, but this was a demon. While her brother tried to run away, it eventually grabbed hold of him. The monster had taken him over. At the time, our good doctor, she was in med school, but there wasn't anything that she was able to do for him. And so when her brother died, she felt absolutely helpless. She changed her course of study to Science of Demonology. And when Danny goes to say that it looks like you got a lot of unresolved stuff going on, she says everything will be resolved soon. Because soon, she is going to get her brother back. Taking us to Johnny and Talia. The data center's logs, it revealed a signal that had been cloaked. It had been transferred through several VPN servers, but they were able to pinpoint at least a specific location, Mountain View, California, one that is home to Infernal Labs, a research startup devoted to the application of sciences of hell. They quickly recognize that this is the place that they most likely need to go. Talia throwing keys to Johnny because she stole him a brand new motorcycle. The two of them headed directly for Infernal Labs. As we pick up in Infernal Labs 2 months ago, their operations have been going for quite some time, but they are getting a call from Director Crux from the FBI headquarters. The government is funding them, but only if they can use Danny as a weapon. And while Danny is in a very bad spot, his body so severely weakened, we see them shoot him up with some adrenaline, enough to get his body going and do what is necessary to be done. Putting that helmet on him, they send him out. They send him the coordinates. With Danny riding out, we see him travel from Alaska 1 month ago, to Savannah 2 weeks ago, to South Carolina 1 week ago. And everywhere Danny goes, he is laying down the hate. Whether it be the undead, whether it be vampires or demons alike, he kills them all. This is what Talia and Johnny have been chasing after. But in present day, they are now getting the notification. They see on the security cameras that Talia and Johnny are breaking into the labs. They know that they have to finish this severance and they must do it now. At this point, she doesn't even care if it kills Danny, telling her assistant to inhabit the armor of the power of the spirit. She tells him to open up the gates to hell. And we see the doctor inside of that giant mech suit. It is now powered by Danny. It is now powered by the spirit. With the gate to hell opening up, it looks like our doctor is about to go rescue her brother. And she is bringing a ward to hell to do so. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely not a bad issue. We're finally understanding why they've been doing this to Danny. And while in theory it's a noble thing to do, you're going to try and save your brother. The only problem with this is she is willing to sacrifice Danny's life for him. Now, maybe if she had talked to Johnny, maybe even talked to Danny, they could have gone and saved her brother. But it appears that she wanted to do it herself. And so, leaving us on this cliffhanger, we have to assume that Johnny is going to make it there, that he is going to save Danny. But will she have already gone through the portal? Or is he going to have to face against the doctor? More than likely, that's going to be the case. We are going to see Johnny take on this mech that is now powered by the spirit. There was also a new comic that just recently came out that is Ghost Rider Danny Ketch. It's an issue number 1 that we're probably going to be covering soon. I haven't read it yet, but we're going to see if it continues on this story, if it's connected to this story, or if it's just completely separate from this story itself. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories, if you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Ghost Rider. Be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this story. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.